Hi, and welcome to this video on inheritance in Python. Inheritance is a key concept in object-oriented programming, and it allows us to create new classes that are built off of existing classes. This allows us to create a class hierarchy where new classes can inherit characteristics and behaviors from their parent classes and also have the ability to override or extend that behavior if needed. In simple terms, inheritance is attaching or giving all the behaviors and properties of one class, which is usually called the parent or superclass, to another class, which is called the child or subclass. Let's take a look at this example. Let's define two classes. Right here, I have two classes called machine1 and machine2. Machine1 has two methods. It can do two things, that is walk and then talk. Machine2 can do two things also. It can shout and can run. Let's instantiate the two classes, machine1 and machine2, as m1 and m2. If you call on m1 walk, you see it's going to bring out I can walk. That is, it's going to run this method. If you do m1 talk, it's going to run the talk method. If you run m2 shout, it's going to also run the shout method. M2 run will also run the run method under the machine2 class. So these two classes for machine1, we're able to run them here because they belongs to machine1, and we also did shout and run because they belong to machine2. I cannot, however, run on machine2 the talk method. Here we have talk method in machine1. I cannot say machine2 should do the talk method. It's not going to allow me because machine2 doesn't have the talk method. It doesn't also have the walk method, so it's not going to let me do that. So let's say I want to allow machine2 to have all the attributes of machine1 to be able to walk and to be able to talk. So what I'll do is in machine2, I'm going to put in machine1. I'm going to inherit machine1. So right now, machine2 can do everything that machine1 can do because now it has inherited all the properties of machine1. So right here, if I say m2 dot walk, is going to walk. You see, I can walk. And if I do m2.talk, which originally belongs to machine1 and which initially I couldn't make to walk, if I say m2.talk, is going to run the talk method. This type of inheritance is called a single inheritance. It inherits a single class inside machine2. We also have what is called a multiple inheritance. Let me take out this inheritance here and also remove all this. So I have machine1 and machine2 existing by itself. I'm going to create another class and I'll call that machine3. Now machine3 has only one method, and that is the write method. So if I instantiate machine3, I can run the write method on machine3 and that would show I can write because machine3 has only the write method implemented. I cannot, however, run the shout method on machine3 because machine3 doesn't have the shout method. I cannot also run the talk method on machine3 because machine3 doesn't have the talk method. The shout method belongs to machine2 and the talk method belongs to machine1. So, and what I want to do for machine3 is to be able to do what machine2 can do and do also what machine1 can do. In this instance, we have to have a multiple inheritance. You can guess what I'll do. Right here, when I declared machine3, I'm going to say machine1, comma, machine2. Machine2 and machine 1 is declared inside machine 3. Now, what that means is that machine 3 can do what machine 1 can do, what machine 2 can do, and what it can do. Also, it can write. So you can see right here, machine 3 can write. Here, the shout method is not defined, but it was able to implement the shout method because it inherited machine 2 that has the shout method in it, and then it also was able to run talk method because it inherited machine 1 that has the talk method in it. Another thing to note is that machine 3 is a subclass of machine 2 and machine 1. You can also say is a child of machine 2 and machine 1. It inherits the attributes of machine 2 and machine 1. So it makes it a child of both classes. Machine 1 and machine 2 are parents to machine 3 because they are the one that machine 3 got its attributes, the attributes shout and talk from.